Who is your daddy and what does he do? Hello. My name is Todd Eric Smith Jr. For some reason, people on the internet call me Toddy, T-O-D-D-Y. I'm from Huntington Beach, California. I see myself as your modern day Paul Robeson. A lot of you won't get that reference. I'm average at a lot of things. I'm not great at any particular thing. I do music, but I don't think I'm a musician, but I play music and make music. I write, direct, act, and I star in my own sketches, which is nice. And I play some basketball on the side, play some golf, I have a golf channel. I make YouTube videos, and I recently put out a book of short stories in 2019. I would like to go as a writer, a little bit of music, actor, director. Fuck, that was a mouthful. / investor. Luckily, I had a really loud, obnoxious, funny, goofy friend named Scott Sire. And I went away to do a TV show, a dating show in 2013. And I came back and he's like, I'm gonna be famous on Vine and I need you to be in my videos. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is Vine? It's the 6-second video app. And Scott started gaining followers on Vine. And I was right there with him. It was all him. I have to give credit where credit is due. It was all Scott, all fucking Scott. And then from there, grew a little bit on Vine. And then luckily I got to meet, my very cute friends, Nate and Heath, David, Jason, Elton Castay. And we all started doing Vine together. We lived together. And then from there, David started doing vlogs and we all started vlogging, and some random fan named us the Vlog Squad. We didn't choose that name, but it chose us apparently, kind of like a wand from Harry Potter. But yeah, that's how I got my start. I used to manifest. I still do manifest a lot. I used to just picture things in my mind. I never played music as a kid, but when I moved in with Scott, I started playing piano. I started playing piano as a hobby and just an escape, and to learn 21 Pilots songs. But Scott's like, hey, you wanna learn my songs and come on tour with me? I said, hell yes, that's been a dream of mine ever since I discovered 21 Pilots and I saw them playing keys on stage. I'll go with you. So I think that was a notable moment for me. Even though I wasn't very good at playing piano, I still got to go up there, perform with Scott, everything. I learned his songs, and that was a dream of mine for a long time. And I think manifesting it really works. So I was very thankful for that. And another notable moment involves Scott. We were living at our first house in Studio City, and I didn't have enough money for rent. I was still working a restaurant job. I was bartending in Orange County and going to school, and I was negative in my bank account. And I remember being in my room. My mom called and I asked her to borrow some money, crying, fucking tears running down my face. I was so embarrassed and I want to thank my mom. My mom let me borrow money for a couple months. And then even after that, I needed to borrow more money from Scott. I was just defeated. I was completely in the shit. And Scott let me borrow money for rent. I eventually paid him back, but those are some notable moments where, people that are close to me and that I love and love me helped me out when I was in need. So that was huge. Yeah, some learning lessons from those experiences. Definitely time management and money management is very important. And just definitely working your ass off and not calling it quits, which I could have. I could have called it quits. Could have drove home to my parents' house an hour away in Orange County and continued my job and lived with them and not pursue what I was doing. But I didn't call it quits. I kept digging, and eventually was somewhat successful in what I was doing. So definitely keeping your head up. If you're at rock bottom, rock bottom is pretty shitty. And I guess what they say, you can't go any farther down. You just gotta look up and keep on keeping on. Right now, I am working on a few things. I do kind of spread myself too thin. I'm working on a short story, my second book, short stories and poems. It's gonna be around 100 pages, so I'm working on releasing that. I wanna self-publish that. And then I just finished a sketch, thanks to Hoobie, who helped me produce it. It's a combination of Fight Club and Pokemon. Brock and Ash are basically Tyler Durden and the narrator in a specific scene in Fight Club. That took a lot to make, and it's been a year in the making as well, because I had blonde hair at the time, and I had to have brown hair like Brock, so that's a whole other story. I have some music that I'm working on, which I'm really pumped about, about 3 songs. that are ready to release here very soon. And I have a podcast that should be out by now, launching in November. So yeah, you can find it anywhere you find your local podcast. It's called The Good Boys, where we're gonna, deep dive on life, movies, films, music, art, etc. I think the future of social media, I feel like it's like the Wild West right now. There's, you got TikTok, Instagram, you got fucked up algorithms people are complaining about, you got crazy algorithms, you got, new creators, young creators that, I'm 30 years old. I got fucking kids that are creating a bunch of shit and, popping off on TikTok, which is great. But I do feel like maybe it's somewhat saturated. So I'm really trying to find my niche and my lane and maybe catapult out of just social media. Obviously, social media is gonna be around for a long time, and whatever you're doing, if you're making a movie, you need social media. But I would love to get in the traditional lane as well. The future is most likely pretty bright with social media. It's a huge part of everyone's life. Every business, if they're not on social media, they should probably hop on social media and get those ad sales. Hoobie has helped me in so many ways. It's finally clicking for me, working with Hoobie more, why it's gonna be so powerful and beneficial for people. Just looking at my home screen of Hoobie, you can put whatever you want, any link you want, you can design it however you want. You can make it beautiful. And I think, mark my words, I think here in the near future, Hoobie will be a top social media platform where people just go to check out different people's feeds of Hoobie. And the team at Hoobie, I know them personally. They're all very smart, hardworking, loving and loyal. It's about the jockey and not the horse. And these jockeys are very good at what they do. They're smart and they've helped me in so many ways. Hoobie actually helped me produce my Fight Club sketch, which I'm very thankful of. They're behind me 100%, and hopefully, many more sketches or films to come. So Hoobie fucking rocks. Staying motivated to creating content. I've thought about this recently. Like, why do I keep doing this? Where is the satisfaction? But I think it's about being content in a certain safe space with yourself. I love making music. I love playing piano. I love writing short stories. I love writing sketches. I love filming. I love acting. And so I think the motivation's already there just because I love doing it. I love creating. I love making a piece of art. I love being able to write something and have someone read it and give me their feedback, whether they hate it or they love it. I've had some people say I've inspired them to write or read more or do this, and so I really actually enjoy making stuff. So that's I'm able to get out of bed in the morning and keep doing stuff. If a piece of content or something is able to pay the bills, then I'm going to keep doing it as much as I can. It's a really special thing if you can find that. We've been doing it for a long time together, and we're still doing it to this day together, which I think is really, really cool. And it shows that we're actual friends, and we're not just like fake friends on the internet. We hang out together, we live together, we film videos together, we go on trips together. And this core group of friends that you'll see on the internet, we're actual really good friends. And then you got people talking shit that are not a part of our lives anymore, and it's because they did something to ruin that. And so all I know is that the people that are still in these loving friendships are good people and are actual friends, and I really admire that. And I'm very, very lucky and blessed to have these friends. Only one friend that I hang out with, Scott, is from my hometown. Everyone else is from different states, which is crazy. I have a bunch of friends from all over the country and even out of the country, so I think it's really cool. And just being able to film together vlogs or sketches, I'm very blessed to have my friends in my sketches, like Clouder Banks. It took a lot of people to be in that series, so I really appreciate people helping me out with that, whether it's that or music or, yeah. I wouldn't make it a hobby, even though hobbies are great to have. They're very distracting. I would say go all in, love it, be passionate about it. Don't be discouraged by if you have hate comments or if you don't get a certain amount of views or likes on something. I would say if you really love it and you really want to pursue it, keep doing it. Try to smile every once in a while. It's so cliche, but just not give up and keep on keeping on, and make stuff you like, make stuff you enjoy and that you're really passionate about doing, and try to be as authentic as you can, unless you're acting, but then you can do a little mix of authenticity and the character. But I would say just do what you like, not necessarily what you're good at, because I'm not good at a lot of things. Starting a podcast, I never thought I would start a podcast, but we're just gonna shoot the shit and talk about life, and if people like it, they like it. I also think like having blinders on in a certain sense helps, but not too much. You don't want to be blinded to the world, but I would definitely keep those blinders on for negativity. You know, if I can just dodge that a little bit and like throw 1-2, and then just keep doing what you love. So ready for that, you think? I got it.
Hold for plane.
Hold for helicopter. Heli. We got the Dirty Bird.